Awesome people, good afternoon, awesome people, or good morning, awesome people, wherever you guys are on planet Earth. My name is Scott Churchson, alongside Mr. JT Maguire, and of course, actually Mr. Big O, Ryan O'Regan. And welcome to Tales from the Film Set Watch Party, Episode 5 of Hawkeye. We right now have no idea what happened, so basically do not actually spoil it for us if you can help it. Right now, the world is trying to stay as spoiler-free as possible, especially with the new Spider-Man movie. I do know what's going on in there, but I will not say anything because I will probably find a way to get shot for it.
Yes, you would. I would be the one shooting you.
Yeah, we'll find a way to literally go through the screen, like almost like The Ring, and just kind of come out, just like. But
I will pull you into the Spider-Verse.
You will pull me into the Spider-Verse and basically go, yeah. Sinister sticks my fat ass, and we'll be done with it immediately. But
like
right
now,
we have no idea what's going to happen here, so we are actually watching season 1, episode 5, Ronin. But if you gentlemen are ready, and how you guys doing, by the way, I should mention that first.
I am realizing I clicked on Disney instead of Marvel, so
yes,
I am finding that I am doing fine. Otherwise, very tired. Also, there is apparently a show called Pirate Fairies on here, which is kind of weird.
Fairies or fairies?
Fairy pirates? I don't know. When you travel through Disney Plus for the first time in months,
I was going to say there's a myriad of different things that you're like, oh my god, what the heck is that? Yeah. So I don't know. I'd had all the Goofy cartoons from when I was a kid. I thought that was extremely important to me. So
oh yeah, when I first got this, the first thing I did is I sat down and I rewatched every Gargoyles episode in order.
Nice. That's actually a good way to actually use the time there too. I did the same thing, but respect there. But for me, being older, I remember all the Goofy and Donald Duck cartoons from the 80s. So it was a nice little flashback for me. And then I'm like, okay, that was cool. And I was done with that and barely watched Disney Plus, even though I continue to pay for it. So.
Ditto. Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be fine if my stuff was working, but outside of that...
Your stuff ain't working either?
No. So nobody can see anything from me. I can feel the love. And unfortunately, this is supposed to be the one that's like breaking the internet and everything. So it's like,
I know, right?
This is the one I like want to show, and I can't.
I have it on my Facebook. Just share mine. You know it'll work.
I know, but begrudgingly, I'd like my stuff to work. I shouldn't have to rely on yours. That's the principle of the thing.
Yeah.
In fairness, I've done it to you when mine couldn't.
Plus, you still have the Robin thing too.
Ago.
You didn't edit yours. It's like, is that my fault? Is that because I went ahead and changed Robin to Ronin? Is that why stuff doesn't post?
Yes, exactly. Well, see, you know what it is? It's because you called me out publicly on it. That's why. Our kids
okay. I see how the cookie crumbles. Okay.
So
just for that, I'm putting the hood up, so this way I ensure that you get cold this year. I'm going full Santa.
Well, I've been called evil before, so I wouldn't be surprised by that one. So
there.
Yeah.
But fine, I will share this feed.
Thank you.
Oh wait, I can't even. JT, your stuff is only friends. I can't share it unless it's public.
You're
my friend.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I can share it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, that sucks.
How are we this computer inept?
Yeah, I want to point out we're 4 minutes into this and we haven't started it yet.
No, obviously not, because technical issues. Technical issues that I promise will be hammered out by next week, unless we decide to do something sometime this weekend and do like maybe a Spider-Man Far No Way Home spoiler talk on Sunday or something.
We could possibly do that. I have to see what the schedule looks like, but
we're making our stupidity entertaining here, so I think it's valid. By the way, I fixed mine. It is public now. You can post that, Ryan. I am also my body in Disney Plus is ready.
All right, cool. So the question is Ryan's body in Disney Plus ready?
I mean, my Disney Plus is ready. My body is here.
Okay.
My mind, on the other hand, elsewhere.
Well, that's okay. I don't, you just have to, feign like, actually, you're involved. Just
that's
kind of like,
spirit.
So,
all right.
Are we ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Cool. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play. Hey, there it is. Yay, look at that.
Come on. There we go.
The counter agent is and speaking Russian. So A little more Romanoff conversation.
There we go.
Maybe I should have watched that movie before this episode.
Yeah. 2018. Tuesday.
I don't know why, but that yellow text is annoying me.
Oh yeah.
Is it yellow or is it green?
I'm more
I'm
looking at it from the
colorblind.
strange font that it is, you know? So. Oh, hello, person. Anna. It's one N in Anna. Maybe she's Portuguese.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work. Good job. Do it. Do it.
I'm guessing a widow.
Could be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Unfortunately, this is Disney Plus. They were not going to blow her brains out.
Nah, it's PG. Yeah. Actually, they'll do what they do, like with the Joker on Batman.
Okay, yeah, definitely a widow.
Mm. Hit her with the antidote. Mm. Now, this happened in 2018. I wonder what happened the day that this was happening. Was I like watching the Yankee game or something? All this went down. Look, that's my rug.
I mean, maybe.
Oops. Sir Pals, can you afford all this? And then the underground fighting, I probably should get handled them. Yep, killing for money. There you go. So. Oh, cool. Many widows. Hard finding them. So far, it's a slow start to this.
Well, because we have to see what happened to Yelena after the events of Black Widow.
So.
And it seems like she's been doing good.
How's your
She is
sister
making a
doing?
good life for herself.
Tasha will be reunited.
Oh,
Harsh.
I'm guessing this is before everyone came back.
Guess so, yeah.
well, yeah. If it's 2018, it might be the blip.
Yep. And the sister, she doesn't know Romanoff is dead.
Oh, she got blipped.
Well, 2018. Yep, there it is. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, wow. You come back that quickly.
Well, if 5 years went by, sure.
I know, but we've never seen it like that instantaneous.
Yeah, well, maybe not fully instantaneous. Like she sees everything around her rechange.
Well, you
which
just see
shouldn't
it
happen.
from a blipper's perspective. Or blipper.
No,
Right.
well, from a blipper's, it should be like instantaneous.
Yeah, they have no clues.
Okay, so obviously she didn't get blipped.
Nah. Yeah, explain. Okay, you may want to sit down for this one. Can I get you a drink?
It's like I went to wash my hands.
5 years later. Well, that makes sense. So now it's 2023, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Adopted 3 years ago. Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's what half the world was looking at. It was just like, okay, so what the hell happened?
Oh,
That
this
is
is
gonna-
gonna
yeah.
go bad.
Ooh.
She's probably like, you may want to sit back down again for this one.
Well, the question is, would Anya have heard?
Maybe. It's possible.
I mean, don't forget. I mean, this is the instance right as
Yeah.
the blip is reversed. So in that whole time, Natasha was still around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Granted, in hiding, but still around.
Right. So I don't think the news of Natasha's death would have happened that immediately.
No, probably in this case, she probably not. So,
Right. So it's a little question of how she finds out.
Oh yeah, that's right. She wouldn't. Yeah, it'd be like a few days later.
so.
Oh, now
So
we
we
get
have
the
no
previously
now
on.
a recap. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
By the way, how do you guys feel about saying that someone got blipped as opposed to what they were originally calling it when Thanos did snap the decimation?
What was
They
the
could have been
original?
decimated, but instead they were blipped.
I think blip is okay. I mean, it's the worldwide term, so I'm willing to work with it. Yeah, I mean, you could call it a lot worse than that. So, not gonna do it. Not
Doing it
gonna
for your own good.
Hawkeye. Home sweet home.
It just happens to be purple.
And then he left.
And he fired me.
She's talking like she just got jilted by an ex-boyfriend.
She just got dumped, yeah. And the mom's
Well-
treating her like that too.
Well, it was her hero growing up since the age of 6.
Never meet your heroes, though. That's the rule.
Yep.
Yeah, but she also is obviously processing some daddy issues too.
And stepdaddy issues also.
Well,
Yes.
the stepdaddy issues are different from the daddy issues.
Mhm.
In her eyes, I believe like Clint was
There's a whole
almost like
myriad of issues here. You
a
know?
replacement for the missing father. Her choice for replacement, not her mother's.
I mean, Hawkeye has posters.
I mean, I'm sure somebody did it.
You think you're a superhero? No.
Well, from the Artist Alley at a fan convention.
What's that?
You're a Hawkeye fan too?
Yes, you won't be risking your life.
You dreamed of as a child. Surely a little less reckless. Oh, yeah. You know, the post office is hiring right now. You know, it's a good job.
I just realized, did she ever go to the police station from 2 episodes back?
No, I don't think she has yet. And yeah, I'm surprised they kind of haven't been like. By the way, you know, we're gonna have to come after you now. So
Yeah, we're suspecting you of murder and a few other things.
do you think maybe you can set an appointment? Come on in. You know, we should talk about this.
Oh, your mom's rich. Never mind.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up. Apparently, that's the mafia's job too.
Spoken like
Ooh.
a true villain.
Okay. Zoom in on JT's face for you know, dramatic effect. Yeah. I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, a thorn in my side.
Pain in my ass.
Fruit of my loins. Fruit of my loom. I need to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we may have been looking into like.
It's like, yeah, I know. I'm the one who put him up to it.
Yeah. He doesn't have slow and limited. I do. Bum bum bum.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
Again, still a whole lot of talking in this episode. Oh yeah, speaking of her.
Well, don't forget, we ended the last episode with a nice little fight
Yeah.
out on the rooftops, so this is all aftermath.
I know. A little bored though.
This is why movies are better than TV shows.
Mm.
Like I
It's
think
like
I think
like
the
everybody
TV
just
shows
wants
are a lot
to-
better for character development, but
Mhm.
movies are definitely a lot better for the action and popcorn.
That is fair, but it's just a lot of just talking about your feelings.
Yes, character
How do
development.
you feel about that? How do you
I
feel
am
about the fact they're
confused.
talking about their feelings?
How do you feel? I feel like I have a hole in my chest. No, that's not what I meant. By the way, is anyone else interested in watching an entire TV series about this woman? Because
Echo?
so
I'd be
far
open.
I'm not.
Maybe. When does that due out?
I'm not sure, but it's coming.
It would be
Mm.
within like the next couple of years, based upon what they had at Disney Plus Day.
Also, I've never heard of Echo until this TV series. Like, and
Oh,
I know,
yeah, it's definitely a relatively new
Mm.
character, and obviously, I think they're leaning more into her simply because of the handy keepableness,
Yeah.
which
Well, it's funny
is ideal. I think that's awesome. It's like a shade away from Daredevil himself.
But what I found odd was that the actress was like, I have no idea why they picked me. I think you kind of do. I mean, they're missing the leg thing and it's like you're kind of hitting the demographic of what they're looking for here. So,
It's so weird seeing her with her hair down like that. She
Yeah.
doesn't look like her.
Go ahead, let your hair down.
you're an assassin.
Yeah. Eating macaroni and cheese.
Hey,
What a
whatever
fork.
works.
Yeah, but I was thinking you usually use a spoon for mac and cheese. That's what I
That's
prefer.
so weird.
Again, this is how Russians speak.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a. Stop being so. You're still alive, so you know what? Stop whining. Stop whining. I don't have any weapons on
You
me.
have a fork.
Does she have a vest underneath that jacket?
She has a fucking pencil.
Yeah, she could use her rings and her bracelets, and that would be it.
Be like Mercenary Tao from Dragon Ball. Kill a guy with his tongue.
That does sound good right about now.
What, being murdered by a tongue? By a man's tongue?
Eating food with the
Or
enemy.
Or mac and cheese?
The
yeah?
macaroni. I mean,
Oh, mac and cheese always. So
well, box mac and cheese. It's always got like such a strong flavor.
it does. Yeah. Especially put shaky cheese on it too.
Oh no, not the Charlie Brown version.
Oh yeah.
Oh, possibly the most depressing music ever. And he's off to see his
Hey,
cop
character
friend.
development with grills.
Yes.
This is riveting.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a firefighter. Suck it up.
Yeah. She's not handling that fork properly too. There's a way you're supposed to eat a fork to be, proper.
Also bit into that food in a weird way.
Mm.
Why are we commenting on how she eats
Ooh,
food?
sriracha. Yeah.
Yeah, see now they're talking about hot sauce. Oh, that's a lot of hot sauce.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, what do you want? Can we have some plot? Can we have some stories that we're like 15 minutes into this? Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
New and improved, just like we saw in the Spider-Man trailers.
So, we love America.
Oh, that's why they brought up Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
Super powered.
Have you ever eaten reindeer?
Deer, yes.
I've
Reindeer,
had
no.
deer, yeah, but not reindeer. So, that is true, actually, about deer in general.
I've had it at Disney.
Yeah.
Weird places, man. All kinds of culinary delights.
And all of them like $30 each. Bare minimum.
I'm getting vacation ideas from this.
Would you want to go to Union Square? JT,
We're getting there.
Uh-oh. Very sad.
Park at 1544. Okay. Very sad.
Oh, no. Not talk.
No.
There you go.
I'm here to kill him. Yep. Yeah, who didn't see that one coming? Well, greater good. Everyone has a bad day.
Oh. Yeah, she made the play.
Yeah.
She's like, that's cute. Rightfully so. He's good. Oh, gee. See,
Because he couldn't kill himself first.
right. Well, I mean, she already knows he's Ronin. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you could easily argue that, Hawkeye did save the world too, and New York.
right. But the irony is, she's the one saying that Natasha saved the world. How many people did Natasha kill?
Yeah.
What about her past?
Well, that doesn't count. It's nepotism.
Technically, she's gone because of her own issue. But
Exactly. Because he couldn't kill himself first.
right. He wasn't fast enough. That's
If he
what
was
the
able to
issue
commit
was.
suicide fast enough, we wouldn't be in this mess, and I wouldn't be, eating this macaroni and cheese with all this, hot sauce on it. So thank you.
It's like, really, what could he have done?
Yeah.
He held on to her, but she's the one that let go.
Yeah.
But that's
You know,
how
like, they
dramas
literally
like this build up. They wrap around something so tight that could be fixed with one decent conversation.
But yeah, they haven't.
But
mentioned
everyone's
the thing
too
about-
ignorant.
Yeah, but they haven't mentioned a thing about her assassination there. So
Oh.
yeah.
Well, here we go.
Now Kate's going to try to twist it around. Contessa, on the other hand.
It's weird. I got this pink strip in the middle of my screen for whatever reason. It's giving her a really, really badass hair to it. So it's this pink stripe about an inch and a half long, right down the middle of the screen, and it looks like this awesome dye job on her blonde hair. Not by nice words.
She hasn't really had nice words. They've all been very slanderous.
Hey, she liked the macaroni and cheese. You know, she talked about that. That was nice words. I won't tell you.
I believe her.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be a shocker if Kate Bishop died right here? I don't think anybody, would expect that one to come. Shit.
Girls' night. No champagne, no nothing. Oh, the first time was a courtesy.
Not getting in my way again. Dude, you showed up here.
Next time there'll be no wire.
Yeah. Whee!
This feels like very CW back in the day.
Thank you. I mean,
No, this
isn't
is way
Batwoman
slower.
level, but
Much more melodrama.
again, they're giving the dog pizza again. You can buy dog food. It's kind of healthier than pizza.
You don't know how good the hotel room is. It's probably way better than the couch.
Less expensive too. Manhattan hotels on Christmas.
If he can afford all those arrows, he can afford like a 4-star place.
Well, it's
Oh god, he's gonna have a
Little-
Hawkeye costume.
is it the new one with the horns and everything like that? Because they're going to have to debut that at some point.
Oh, they could debut it, but considering the comic that's based off of, I'd just be happy if he had the sunglasses.
Oh. Baron von Evil Guy. I've always seen it.
And sadly, I don't think he's lying.
Yeah.
The New York Memorial.
Oh, yeah, you're like a second or two ahead of me right here.
It's got all 6 of them. That's nice.
Yeah.
I pass by that bridge almost every other day, and it's just so weird. It's like, this is where the Avengers fought.
It is kind of weird that way, yeah. Yeah. It's funny when I've done background work on like the first Spider-Man movie, which obviously took place after the Battle of New York, and you're just sitting there riding the subway just like it's a day at the office, and you're like, oh yeah, but I think about 5 years ago, we almost all died, but I got to go to work. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It'd be nice if they actually left that there.
Dude, really. Sorry in advance. I got a sneeze coming.
that's fine.
Excuse me.
You need a cough button.
See, this right
I could have
here.
muted myself.
This is why you get an actor like Jeremy Renner to play someone like Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Call the character disposable all you want, but that's why you get a good actor.
Yeah. Well, people forget that too with all the stuff that he's done, all the action stuff he's done over the years. You kind of like pigeonhole their talent into one little section.
Well, to be fair, the first time I ever saw the guy was during National Lampoon's Senior Trip. So,
wow, I didn't even know he did that.
It wasn't until the Hurt Locker where he really became started to become household.
I didn't even know about him until Born Legacy.
Oh wow, you were really late.
I was late to the dance, yeah, big time.
Looking at all of her achievements, doing all the stuff that she can do, all the stuff she can't.
I feel like a South Park moment. I go up, but I've been grounded. The first breakup never takes, you know.
Now she sounded like a cheated woman.
Oh God, really? Now she, like multiple messages. Oh boy, stage 5 clinger. Wouldn't it be funny if she called the wrong number for all these though? God. Yeek.
Can't say she's not determined. I'm sorry, they're driving a truck called Trusta Bro?
Yeah, trust about it.
No.
It's not the front. It's called Not the Front Moving Company.
Are the Tracksuit Mafia real villains in the comics?
I guess so.
I
Royal
think.
Tenenbaums?
I don't know if they have a different name or not.
It's funny they mentioned that movie Royal Tenenbaums. Nobody remembers that.
See, that's the
movie
thing.
anymore.
Like, with as many superheroes and supervillains as there are in the MCU and in the Marvel comic books, there are so many gangs.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's better than a
you know, you could just text.
Is that a CGI arrow?
A CGI what?
Arrow.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not with Marvel's money the way they are right now. I think they would have really destroyed that windshield that way.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
It is a nice shot. Yeah, very expensive shot too.
Just for that bit of walking.
What was
across.
it? $1 million an hour?
Yeah, $1 million an hour for Times Square. But they had to dolly track across the street too, so they had to block the street off that way. Mm-hmm. Easiest job for the cops, by the way. Hey, Thelma from Scooby-Doo.
Never far enough.
Hmm.
Thanos got you half across the globe, so.
Dude, we're in a different multiverse. Come on. The big guy?
You know, if a certain someone makes his debut in this episode, I'll be happy.
Well, yes, but who is the certain someone?
You know, big guy, shaved head.
But here's the thing. Whether or not that person shows up, will it be played by the same person?
I'm hoping
Yes,
so.
I believe so.
For it to have this much hype, the only way it would have that much effect, I think it would need to be that actor.
And listen, it wouldn't be that difficult anyway. If it is the person that, you know, we're referring to here. Yes, I would say that would be very easy to do.
I mean, the only other actor playing
That
is
man used
not
cars.
with us anymore in this.
What, eight?
I'm
Oh my God,
sorry. If the
they got an
place called Fat
85
Man
in there.
used cars, I've got to think that's like saying something.
They got a car from 1985, really. I don't think you're going to get much for that.
What were you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he got
You're
the
supposed
sword
to tell her
back?
to stop.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't
At the
tell
end
her
of the
to
last
stop.
episode. The end of
Oh,
the
I
last
missed
episode. He
that.
got this. Yeah.
It's your own
They
fault.
want $23,000. They want $9,500 for a car from 1979. Really?
Just slap some numbers on cars.
I was
No
going to say,
one
that's
will
a
pay
little bit of
attention.
a high asking price for a car that's 47 years old.
Well, to be fair, if this is like mob owned, there's probably stuff in the trunk and in the lining.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't want to advertise that, though. You know? Yeah.
That was just
Really?
funny.
Really, you want $23,000 for 85? That's like straight out of Batman or something, or Green Arrow.
I was going to say she's not nervous, and I realized she's not hearing the gun. Well, she should have
Yeah.
felt the vibration though.
Well, yeah, I mean, Daredevil could feel it.
But yeah, no, she's going clearly on sight here.
Well, the good news is she can't hear the gunfire, so it won't hurt her. You know, no ear damage there, no rough eardrums.
So a
That
character
is-
named Echo, who started this series feeling vibrations from a speaker, couldn't feel the vibrations of a gun bullet.
It's a fair point.
One's a lot closer than the other. It's not like she has hypersensitive feelings. Oh, but that is kind of fun with like shooting off the.
And finally, we get an action scene. It's about time. Halfway through this thing, at least.
It's a sword action scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be a fake Ronin. And ow. Wire work.
Ooh. Tell me again why she shouldn't get her own series.
Because I don't know who the hell she is.
Well, you're going to learn today.
Yeah, but Disney and Hollywood can fix that easy enough.
I'm just gonna say Xena won me over faster in a 2-part episode than this woman is.
Well, she spun off from Hercules, and
Right, like I said, she won me over faster in a 2-part episode than this woman is.
that is true. Yeah.
There, you happy?
Sadly, no, I'm not. But
No, I'm saying to Maya.
oh yeah. No.
Fear of God.
So, we're not the same.
Give it a rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be setting up the reveal that you were talking about. Because she's going to go back to Uncle and be like, I lost, I can't lose again.
So does that mean he knows who the boss is already?
He might. So. I don't think he would really been that dumb to make that kind of mistake.
Well,
I mean, I guess he needed a reason for Kate to get saved, but I mean, that's really, really a weak move on the part of Clint there.
Kate definitely came in use.
So easy.
Call a Uber.
Oh, Kazi, you simp.
I think he likes her.
Well, I would imagine so after all this time.
Yeah.
If he cares that much.
She's still pissed, though.
Yeah, where did you? Oh, he got hit in the head.
Yeah, that's
Never
right. You
mind.
got clocked to the skull.
Ooh. Why are you this lone survivor?
now she's got seeds of doubt planted in her head too.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you have a full massacre and there's one person left alive, you wonder whether or not they were there.
Did you ever stop to consider my feelings? I have survivor's guilt.
It's like, I wish I had gotten the call. I wish I had been sliced by Ronin.
Exactly.
I like, though, that it takes, 3 years to figure this out?
Mm. I'd like to point out the fact that Uber driver didn't care that, again, they're carrying around arrows and a bow.
Or that one of them is a internationally known superhero?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, letting that one go for why not? It's like you're not really allowed to bring weapons onto an Uber. And I think New York is pretty strict on the whole bow and arrow thing.
But I can still picture the Uber driver slowly, just hiding his camera there, making a TikTok.
Oh, okay. So you at least know who Yelena is. Just didn't know that was her.
Mm. Got sunny all of a sudden, too.
Well, we don't know how long the car ride was.
Mm. Did it?
How did she know where he was going to be?
Track the phone.
Also, did they end up parking right by a crew truck right there? Like a Dodge truck? I swear I just saw it down the end of the block on the left side. Again, walking in the street with arrows. With a cop right in front of them.
Listen. In New York, do the cops ever stop you for anything?
No. I know, horse meat beating.
Why does that look familiar?
Yeah, I know. That's probably when you're in New York City so much, you're kind of like, do I know that place? Do I know that place? Yeah. Train the dog. All right, so we got 6 minutes left here at this point, including credits. So if we're gonna have a reveal, it's gonna have to be soon.
Well, it's always at the very end.
Hmm.
Yeah, to set up episode 6, the finale. Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun. Yep. Good call. All right.
Ah!
Yep. Called it. Yep. And it's him too. It's
Yep.
Yep. It's that guy from that movie.
But so wait. So that means Contessa is working with Kingpin.
What's that? Yeah.
I guess.
Well, Contessa's
Money
the one
is
that went
money.
ahead and gave the information on Clint at the end of Black Widow.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not surprised that it ended up being, can we just say it at this point? Not surprising that it was Vincent D'Onofrio, because it would make complete sense there.
So everyone was right. The mother was the villain. And she's working with the Kingpin.
Yes. And basically hired an assassin to literally kill her own daughter. I asked you to stay away. All you had to do was not ask any more questions.
Well, now hold on. Let's dissect this a little bit. So Contessa works for Kingpin, gets Yelena to hunt after Clint.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mama is working with Kingpin, and I guess is in league with Jack to have the Armand killed.
His name is in the credits too, actually.
I don't think, maybe Jack is not a part of it. Maybe Jack has been a pawn this whole time.
Mm.
He actually is as naive.
Maybe?
He might be as naive as he comes off as. Even in the comics, he starts off as a villain, but he eventually does become a good guy. Maybe they just make him a cheesy good guy from the start.
I don't know. But now that
did you see that at the end?
No, what happened?
No, rewind it. The last frame.
All right, hang on a second. I'm at
Hold on.
48. So basically, I got the Hawkeye frame.
I'm
Well, you
looking
got,
for.
you got the silhouette of the Kingpin. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. Broad shoulders.
Yeah. But yes, it's that guy from Men in Black 1.
He looks better now than he did in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so now this whole brings like one big question. If Kate's mom is working for Kingpin and Contessa is working for Kingpin, what's Kingpin's endgame here? Why does he want Clint dead?
Revenge.
For what?
Probably maybe killed a whole bunch of his men.
Right, but if everything that Clint said is true, Kingpin is technically the one that tipped off to go after that whole group. So he's wanting everyone dead, but there's no explanation as to why, or there's nothing necessarily achievable, with the exception of the fact that they still have the watch.
Or maybe he doesn't have full control of those groups. Remember, even in the TV series that was on Netflix, he was trying to kind of kill off some of the Russians and other gangs so he could take a better grip of the city.
Well, that's when we were seeing his ascension. He wasn't really Kingpin until like towards the end of the first season, when he finally got to fight Daredevil and he went to jail.
I don't know.
This, I would imagine, if Kingpin has been around even when Maya was a child, he's definitely been established. Whether or not he was blipped, I don't know, but he's had a lot of time to make himself the Kingpin. So this is an established Kingpin, not just an up-and-comer.
And where does that tie into, obviously, all the Netflix Marvel stuff?
I think it's probably going to be a soft reboot, I think. Remember, and tomorrow when Spider-Man debuts, Matt Murdock is going to be in that film, so maybe there will be some tie-ins.
Rumored.
I thought they showed pictures of him on set.
That was one still.
Hey, wait, no, wait.
Didn't
Kevin Feige also confirm it? I thought Kevin Feige also confirmed it.
I know Kevin Feige has confirmed that Charlie Cox will return as Daredevil in the MCU, but he specifically has stated he does not know where or when he will show up. It's pretty much more of a casting notice, not just.
I know for a fact the answer to this, but I'll keep my mouth shut. So,
Scott, don't. Look, I've already had my inclinations with this damn movie coming out tomorrow. Don't start with me.
I will say for a fact that, it's possible that maybe he might or might not show and may or may not be playing a character that you know or not know. That's all I will say here.
That is not untrue. Where did that laugh come from? Scott, your frame perfectly froze as you started laughing. So it looked like the laugh came from nowhere.
Right. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, I hit two buttons. Sorry.
No, get that hobgoblin looking face off this screen. No.
My wife Robin hates that face every time I make it too. It's a psycho face. I kind of looked at in Jack's films, Jack Douglas, because he's done that a couple times, and I'm like, I wonder if I can duplicate that. I just did.
Nice.
Except I'm uglier, so it's a lot more sinister. But with the bags under my eyes and the overall look, I look a lot more sinister than he does.
Not right. All right. So
one to go.
Yes.
Now, I'll be the first one to admit, I don't think that broke the internet.
No.
Was it a nice reveal? Something that could have easily have been spoiled, but they didn't go too deep into it? Yeah.
I think what would have been cooler, since she did take a picture with their phone, would have been as she's passing the phone over to Clint, then you just see a live shot of Yelena actually trying to take the picture, and then you actually see the full screen of them. That's I think seeing the real him there would have been better.
But one more week to go. So
Right, but I think if you were actually going to go ahead and like play off the character for the end shot of this thing, you don't do it in live action because then it's just gonna like dilute when he actually does start doing something in the next
Mhm.
episode. Because as of right now, we've just seen his picture. We don't know if there's necessarily going to be much interaction between him and whatever other characters. We only know that he's interacting personally with Mama Bishop.
My personal opinion is if they keep teasing stuff like this with the TV shows, eventually people are going to get sick of watching the TV shows.
Well, I mean, like you said, it could be a soft reboot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
I'm
to
just
mention,
saying.
we don't know which Kingpin this is yet. This could easily be the same kind that we got in Daredevil, or this could be a completely revamped version of him, played by D'Onofrio.
What I think would be really funny if they changed his voice.
You know, they're stuck it there like this, you know. So, I am the kingpin, motherfucker.
Does he represent the Lollipop Guild? Like,
I
what was
don't
that?
know. Got no. We represent the lollipop girl.
It's
Yeah.
too bad. What's his name? Man, I can't think of Michael Duncan.
Michael
Is
Clark
that
Duncan,
correct?
Michael
yeah.
Clark Duncan. May he
Michael
rest.
Clark. Yeah, it's a shame he passed away because it'd been nice for him to like with all this multiverse madness, just for him to randomly appear.
Oh, I
Well,
could tell you right now. If they still had Michael Clark Duncan available, he easily would have been cast as Kingpin in the Daredevil TV series because they definitely would have used that kind of a Kingpin as like an overarching villain, probably going into Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and all that.
Well, who was the Kingpin in the 1990s? Spider-Man, you remember?
The voice actor?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
Not sure.
I know.
Oh,
it was
yeah, he passed away. But it was Roscoe Lee Brown. He actually his voice was fantastic. But I'm saying you start building all of them, so you have instead of like Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, you have like Kingpin into the Kingpiniverse.
I mean, we've already seen like a few different versions of him. Sure, we've seen the Michael Clark Duncan version. We've seen the Liev Schreiber animated version, the Roscoe animated version, and obviously the D'Onofrio. Just the D'Onofrio, like it's a parachute.
Which one of those versions was the Spider-Verse version?
The Liev Schreiber.
That was Liev Schreiber. Okay.
Yeah, the one where Kingpin pretty much just looks like a brick house in a black suit.
And killed Spider-Man in that one too.
So, Scott, you used to watch the cartoon series back in the day. So, do you remember the line he said that one time? It's like, you see, I'm only 10% fat. Now let's see what 300 pounds of muscle will do to you.
I remember something about that. Yeah, I remember they kept using the same stock footage of him breaking his phone. That show was replete with basically using recycled footage over and over. So he would just sit there and be pissed off and just it was the same footage they used over and over.
Oh yeah, they did the same thing with the goblins. It was like the same flight patterns.
And you know what's funny? Actually, if you ever go back and watch it, there was a really weird scene where he teams up with Iron Man, which okay, fine. But Iron Man flies through the roof of the ceiling, and I guess to save time, so does Spider-Man. He doesn't use the web; he just flies behind it.
Nice.
It was on YouTube. It's just I don't know. We don't have time to animate this, so we're just gonna make Spider-Man fly.
It's like there's a web attached to Iron Man. He's just going up with him.
I know the X-Men showed up. I know Captain America showed up. I don't remember the episode where Iron Man showed up.
He was. It was later. One of the later seasons.
It was actually the episode where they introduced Carnage.
Really?
Yeah. That. Carnage
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And then they also had. I was going to say. Scarlet Spider, I think, was in there too. The finale was interesting because the finale of that, had like our universe where there was like a real Stan Lee.
But then there was also the Secret Wars 5-part episode thing or
Yes.
3-part episode thing that they did, which had Iron Man and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four from their animated show.
They did a lot of except the Hulk. I don't think the Hulk ever crossed over in the news.
Something I was thinking about today, talking about like how he crossed over to the Stan Lee our world. He was teaming up with a whole bunch of Spider-Man from different universes. The comic book Spider-Verse didn't come out at that point. So I think that was the first time they teamed up with multiple different versions of himself.
Interesting. There was a Bruce Wayne one too that was extremely arrogant and wealthy.
Yep, with the metal suit and stuff. Like he was the Iron Spider.
Yeah,
I think for that they were playing more off of the whole Clone Saga.
Mm.
Right, but it wasn't clones. It was Spider-Man from a different universe. And
What was
then
it?
I'm wondering though, if someone watched that show back in the day, and then 20 years later, they're like, "Ooh, this would make a great comic book."
Good. A lot of times you get
Now.
inspiration. By the way, speaking of inspiration, I'm not sure if you ever saw this, but Food Theory, Matt Pat, did a tie-in between all of the Grubhub commercials and Jimmy Neutron. And it
Yes,
works.
I've seen this.
You saw the video. That is ingenious. You know, and apparently like the people from like Grubhub were like, yeah, there is a tie-in. We tied everything to Jimmy Neutron.
Well, I mean, mind you, they went ahead and created it as such. Obviously, I don't think that was the original
No, not the original, but they
when they were
did
doing the
so much. You know,
commercials,
they
but
did
they were
so
like,
much and going into the nuances of the show. And I thought that one.
yeah, why not? Let's just make a couple of designs. You know, do a couple of changes on some characters, do some housing. Boom,
Yeah.
done, easy.
But God, I love that guy too. So, anyway, 5 in the books, 1 to go. Any final thoughts, gentlemen? Let's wrap this up.
I think we gave plenty of final thoughts there.
Yeah. Well, I want to give you one final shot in case basically you're like, oh yeah, BT dubs.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of questions on this because, I mean, as of right now, as far as the Disney Plus shows go, only Loki and What If have been given like second seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So there is a question of whether or not Hawkeye will end up in a second season after next week's episode. So it becomes the question, what things get tied up?
Or we'll
Do
go the way of
we
the live
find
action
out-
Cowboy Bebop and get canceled.
Right. But I mean, do we find out what Kingpin's ultimate goal is? Do we find out whether or not Jack was involved? Does Clint finally lose his hearing and he goes home deaf? You know, there's a
And will
lot of
Deadpool
loose
ever
ends
find
that
his
have to be tied.
burrito?
You're
But it'll
definitely
be
in your
interesting to
child's
see how much they
chair.
actually pack into this thing, especially in a post-Spider-Man world, which they've already timed out as being such.
It could be an hour-long episode too. You know, the finale can a lot of times run longer.
Right, but you know, considering it's a Christmas episode, I don't think they want to necessarily leave too much undone, simply because it'll be quite the downer leading into the holidays.
Exactly. Screw up the entire holiday. You know, we had Matrix coming out that day also.
You and your Matrix, I swear to God.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, something I did want to bring up. In regards to the Hawkeye episodes, considering next week is the finale, and God forbid how the day is going to go and how much spoilerage there could be around. I mean, we already have to worry about how much is coming out this weekend for Spider-Man. Do we want to do the season finale early?
As in what do you mean by early? Like time early?
Yeah, I mean, from what I
work.
see on the West Coast, you see a lot of people going ahead and watching and reviewing and everything when they wake up at like 7, 8 in the morning, which is usually like 10, 11 for us.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do anything before that, we're pretty much ahead of the game.
You gentlemen could do that. I work for a living.
Hey, I work for a living too.
To be
somehow.
fair, I do work as well. It's just the matter that my workday starts later.
My work day starts at 6 a.m.
My workday starts at 8 a.m. and runs pretty much straight through 10, 11 o'clock as I build this thing.
Yeah.
So I still have all this stuff. I still got 2 things I got to record tonight after this, and I got to check how Robin's hand's doing because she has 2nd-degree burns on her left hand.
Oof.
She
I am
grabbed
very
a
sorry.
handle without realizing that it was basically right next to a fire, right
Yeesh.
when she was cooking something. So it's like all she's all bandaged up. So I got to check out and see how that's doing and see if we have to amputate. I don't think we do.
Yowza.
70% sure we don't have to amputate that.
Okay, I'll leave it up to anybody who's actually watching still, even though we've gone through the episode.
We'll confab.
If you would like us to go and watch the episode and you'd want to watch with us early in the morning, that final Wednesday, season finale of Hawkeye, let us know. If
Yeah,
this has
tell
been
us
fine for you, then
tell us
that's
on
perfect.
Facebook, tell us on Twitter, tell us on Twitch, tell us from the mountains, tell us from the stores, and we will kindly ignore
us from
you
the film
because
set at
I am
Gmail
not
too. I
getting
mean,
up
yeah.
that early to do a review of this show.
Well, it wouldn't drop until like 3 a.m. anyway, so you'd probably be on your way to work almost.
Yeah, I'll do it from the road. I'll be watching it as I'm like going through the NJ Turnpike.
No, don't drive.
I'm sure
Just
it'll
like,
be
take the
great.
train. Take the train and be on your phone the whole time.
Trains don't run that early, dude.
Yeah, trains don't start till like 5:30.
At the earliest, yeah. So
Well, I'm not saying we started at 4 in the morning when it premieres at midnight in the West Coast. I'm just saying 7, 8 o'clock at the earliest.
When I'm in the middle of my workday.
Just take off.
Yes, but
Take off on Christmas week where everyone else is already taken off and I can't get any vacation.
Well, my week will be shutting down. Listen, we'll figure it out. We'll
you make more money than me.
I mean,
Anyway.
listen,
Here,
I'd
you
rather-
know what?
I don't-
Just
I'd rather have the three of us. I'd rather have all
me.
three of
You
us,
can
by
just
the
put
way.
it in a corner. Yeah, here, take this snapshot. Now you could just put that in the corner and just refer to me every once in a while.
By the way, we should all do one shot like rated screen like this. And you
Hold on.
hang on.
This is so creepy.
There we go. I got 3.
And
All
on
right.
that note,
Yes. So, all right, gentlemen. Thank you as always. So,
all
Oh,
right, and we
we'll
will
talk
see
soon.
you all next week.
yes.
I feel we need some music to go out to, and unfortunately, I only have the JT Big O theme song, so that's what we're gonna have to go with.
You need to get some Christmas stuff on that.
Yeah, I'll work on that for next week. All right, gentlemen.